Welcome back to this Guild Wars Let's Play. You're Sambo, Seraphis heals a lot, and joining us as always is the wonderful Regina J. Lacerda, standing proudly to attention there next to her superior master, the master healer himself. That would be me, by the way. How are you this evening, my lady?
I'm not too bad. I'm not quite sure about your superiority, but I'm not too bad.
Everybody in Ascalon knows my healing superiority. Do you know what? It's funny. Out of all of the comments that came from our last episode that we put up, I blame you for this one. Everyone laughed at me saying that my healing is so awesome that it kills everybody.
Said that yourself.
Well, yeah, okay,
maybe
I did.
They are your words. They're quoting you.
Damn, I knew my argument was flawed somehow. Oh dear, do you know what else is flawed? Me. I've still got a cold. Can't believe this. Sympathy now, please. Can I have some sympathy? Go on.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wish there was a whatever emote.
Oh, you would do that, would you? Yeah, we know that she would. You know what, folks? By the way, it's always lovely to have Reggie along, of course, and nice to have you guys watching along at home, but equally as nice is someone who might give me some sympathy today, I hope, and that is Sareth Magnus, aka CBCRonin, who also joins us on voice chat. Are you there, sir?
Hello, everyone.
Hey, how's it going? Are you going to give me any sympathy today?
Don't do it.
That's really Reggie's job, and you know how good she is at that, so I think I'll hold off on it.
She's got to him as well, folks. She's got to him. I'm all alone here in the world. I wish there was a cry emote, because I'd be doing it over and over right now. So there we go, folks. No sympathy from this side of the screen. What about you guys? Go on. What if I... Oh, look, she's taunting me now. What if I was to offer up 100 internet points to anyone who gave me sympathy? How about that? What do you reckon, Reggie? Buying sympathy? What do you think?
Buying sympathy. You're down to that level now, are you? You're really that desperate.
You're leaving me no choice. Jeez, I don't know. What do you think, guys? Are you on my side, or you're on the side of the Wicked Witch and her evil companion? See, you can tell he's evil because he's got glowy hands. Look at them. Look at them. That's the first sign of being evil. You know what, though? I know what isn't the first sign of being evil, and that's you lovely folk who asked for a shout out, and I've got one here, Reggie, and this one's a classic. I've got to read this one out. Here it is from 101 Tough Man, and they say, "Hi guys, I love your vids on Guild Wars, and I think Reggie should get..." Clearly there's something wrong with this guy. "I think Reggie should get her own storyline in the game. Call it like DLC content. Have me in it as well, so have Sambo in it, and call it Sambo NZ and Reggie Quest for the Lost Ring. And it's set in a DLC area, and he's saying that there's a palace that everyone tells stories about Princess Reggie." Princess Reggie and her mystical ring or something. Anyway, take care, and I'll wait for more vids from you and Reggie and everybody and all of the friends that you film with. Talk to you next time, and that's from 101 Tough Man. Before we hear from Reggie, CBC, what do you think about that? Do you think anyone would buy downloadable content that had a witch in it?
Well, that sounds like quite a fantasy there. I don't know if it would be DLC, but...
I like that. I like that answer. You're right. I think he meant to say witch, not Princess Reggie. I think he just clearly got mistaken.
No, I heard Princess. Princess, Princess sounds a lot better, yeah.
101 Tough Man, by the way, thank you for your support. But gee, thanks a lot. You know what? She's never going to drop that now. Now it's going to be Princess Reggie this, Princess Reggie that. I deserve this because I'm a princess, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Have you got any shout-outs for us this week, Reggie?
I do. I will shout out to the only real princess in this house, who's not me. But I will also a shout out from one of our viewers, the Puggernaut. Just want to say hello, thank you for watching, and
hello, Puggernaut. Oh, look at that, synchronized waving.
Ooh, that was pretty impressive.
That was impressive. Well, look, I think today, because we've got someone who actually knows how to play the game, that would be you, CB. Although I understand that there's another game that's been going on in your life. Are there two mistresses in your life at the moment in terms of games?
Ooh, two loves.
Two loves.
Well, yes, I have to blame you for that one. That League of Legends has got me twisted up.
Oh, shush you. League of Legends. So hang on. Of course, CBC joined us in our most recent live stream on Friday. Are you saying that we've tainted you, that you haven't been able to stop playing?
Well, no, I've actually been playing day in and day out to get my levels up in it, and It's rough.
Wow.
See, Reggie?
You're probably a higher level than we are.
Yeah, well, that's dedication. You know, there's something you don't know about Reggie. You know, do you know what? I'm thinking maybe I'm just going to test something here. Bear with us, guys. Hey, actually, Reggie, can you come over here for a second? Just where I am. If you come over to your right, because the view looks great over here. Yep. Now just stay there. That looks awesome, and we're getting a nice big close up on you right now, Reggie. I just want to test something, okay? Don't think anything
I don't
of
trust
this.
You.
No, Reggie, it's nothing. Hang on a second. Welcome back to this Guild Wars Let's Play. You're Sambo, Sareth Hills a lot, and joining us as always is CBCRonin. How are you this evening, my friend?
Well, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Oh, I like the look of this. That's right. Oh, no, we're only kidding, Reggie. We'd never leave you behind. Come here. There you go. She's lost the plot, folks. Now, speaking of the plot, we haven't got much time tonight, but because we're joined by our esteemed guest here, CBCRonin, you know what we thought we'd do? In fact, Reggie, this was Reggie's idea. We thought we'd do the mission because, Reggie, we're here at the Divinity Coast, and we've been here a number of times. We don't have any swords crossed through this mission. I mean, I can see the Delesio seaboard down there. We've got also. Are you all right there? Would you like to? Do you want to take a moment? She's CBC. I do believe Reggie has completely lost the plot. What do you reckon?
I'm just. The height difference
she sounds like she's enjoying
it. Pretty impressive.
Oh dear. We're going to have to do this more often, I think. Oh, boy. So, yes, Divinity Coast. Now, we've been here so many times, and we've never run the mission. So, you know what? Reggie had a great idea that we do this. Now, CB, I want to ask you, have you run this mission before?
I have actually run this one a couple times before.
Okay. Do you remember anything about it?
A couple of times.
Yep. Whoa, really? Okay. I mean, I've run it as well, but Reggie, I don't know if I'm like you, but I don't remember a thing about it. I've got a funny feeling that what's behind us there, folks, and by the way, doesn't that look awesome? I've got a funny feeling that we run through there, but CB, am I right, or am I completely barking up the wrong tree?
You are absolutely correct.
Woo!
We actually do have to go into that little town.
What about you,
It just
Reggie?
lasts for a second, though.
I don't remember it, but I'm looking forward to it, because that looks fantastic behind us.
I know. See the lighthouse over there. What were you saying, CB? Is there anything we need to know, particularly before we dive in?
Well, we'll actually be getting something that'll be following us around in this town.
Ooh. So we'll all feel like Reggie, because I'm always following her. So we'll all get our own little Sambo follow-along type person. Excellent. A pocket healer that you can depend on, rather than those stupid henchmen. Do you know what I think? I think I should be a henchman in the game. That's what I think. Because I'd do a better job. No? So you don't get a pocket Sambo?
No, we all get the little thing on the back of a dollar bill. So I'll just leave it to the surprise.
Ooh, okay.
Thing on the back of the dollar bill. We don't have dollar bills.
No.
Like the closest thing we've got is $5 note. There's a queen on the back of that one.
Oh God, here we go.
Well, I should have said the U.S. dollar
That's
bill,
right.
of course.
That's right. Well, you've got me intrigued. I honestly don't remember that, so it's going to be interesting. All right, well, look, by the way, by all accounts, it's quite a long mission, and look, we're really trying to stick to our 30-minute episodes these days, so let's leap right into it. Who's got control of the party? It's Queen Regina J. Lacerda herself. There she is. Yep, as always, wearing the pants. So we'll do as much of it as we can in this episode, folks, but don't fret if we don't finish it by half an hour or so, then we'll come back here next week and we'll finish it off. So who knows, maybe there'll be a bit of a cliffhanger or something. Oh yes, look, there's the bridge. So it's definitely here. Here we go. Administer the test of the chosen. Retrieve the Eye of Janthir from Justiciar Hablion, him, in the upper courtyard of Shaemoor, and deliver the eye to the coastal city of Loamhurst. Now before we go any further, that last point there, deliver the eye to the coastal city of Loamhurst. I'm thinking, Reggie, that, you know, these missions, they always basically open up a new outpost for us because we get to the end and voila, we're somewhere new. Is that going to be the case in this one? Because we kind of run out of outposts. Is this going to give us another one?
It tends to be the rule of thumb.
Yeah, okay, all right. Now, we know that you know, CB, but you'll spoil the surprise if we ask you, so we're not going to ask you. So what do we have to do? Just have to race on ahead? Or are we going to run into a muck if we do that, CB? Do we have to do anything first?
Actually, no, we just have to head towards the city and give them a hand, I think.
All right, let's do that. Oh, hey, Reggie, you've got friends back here. Oh, there you are. Oh, hey, that was weird. Do you know what? On my screen, you actually ran on ahead. I'm thinking, where's she off to? Is there a sail on somewhere that she's running to? Because that'd be right. Imagine that, folks. Do you know what? As well as what 101 Tough Man said about the downloadable content. I reckon there should be a Reggie mission where what it is that in a city, there's a city miles away, and there's a sale that's on at the local shop in the city. And the thing is that the sale ends in a certain time, and you've got to race to the city before the sale ends, or else Queen Regina J. Lacerta.
But look, that is actually a pet peeve of mine. Timed missions when you've got to achieve a goal before the timer runs out. I know that. It always just so stressful.
Well, I think
puts my blood sugar through the roof.
Well, those and escort ones, I really don't like escort missions either. But I reckon that'd be a good one. And do you know what I think, folks? You should make the mission so that you can never win it, so that Reggie is always just left wanting for more. She just gets there and the doors close.
You call me the evil one.
No, this isn't evil. I'm just talking about reality, you know. I think that's what would happen. What do you reckon, CB? Would you play a shopping mission like that?
Well, you know, to be honest with you, I'm not a big shopper. I'm wearing probably the same shirt I've had for the last couple of years now.
Oh, good. Reggie, are you there? Are you there? She's probably fainted. I don't think she understands that language.
Yeah, I picked myself up. Mind you, with my current state, my wardrobe is quite limited, and I must admit, I'm actually wearing clothes that are at least 5 years old.
Oh my lord! Only out of necessity, though. Now, by the way,
only out of necessity.
CB, don't think I haven't forgotten what you said, which is, of course, that we've got a very special guest also, aside from your good self, with us on this mission. That wouldn't happen to be the very tall blonde lady you're talking about, would it?
You mean Jorah?
Yeah.
She's probably one of my best heroes, so I'm keeping her along with me wherever I go.
Right, now, if folk, by the way, if they want to know where on earth that comes from, because of course we haven't covered off much of the Eye of the North, how would somebody, stay there, and we'll have a good look at Jorah for a second. Where is she? If she stays still, there she is. Because of course, I'd imagine if someone who's watching hasn't played Eye of the North, they're looking at this thinking, hang on, has something gone wrong with the game? Because you've got a henchie in there that's or a hero in there that's heaps bigger, twice as tall as they should be. There's someone that we don't recognise. Of course, we know that that's normal, but where would you get this from? Like, how would you get this particular hero if you were playing the game?
Okay, well, Jorah actually comes from the Eye of the North, which is where all the Norn are, because that is her race, right? The Norn, which you will be able to play in Guild Wars 2 when it comes out.
Woohoo!
So, and she is, like her race, a very tenacious group of warriors.
That's right. There you go, folks. So it is indeed the Norn. And Reggie, I think we travelled to Eye of the North recently, showing everybody the Hall of Monuments, but I'm not sure we came across any Norn. But guys, will you look at the scenery here? This looks amazing. I love this. How good is this? Oh,
this is pretty. Yeah, this is what we were looking down on, isn't it?
Yeah, it is amazing. In fact, we can probably see back off into the distance there. Probably see the outposts through there. But yeah, these are the gates we were looking at. And again, as always, ArenaNet never fails to surprise us with just how amazing these zones look. And look at that, Reggie. That there is what CB. Yes, this is what you were talking about, right? The all-seeing eye.
Right. Exactly.
Yep, and of course that is.
It's a bit creepy looking. That's on the back of your currency.
Yeah, it's well, there's all sorts of conspiracy issues and Masonic correlations and things like that. So yeah, that we actually have that on the back of our dollar bill.
Now, what's that movie with Nicolas Cage in it, where they, their big adventure, sort of Indiana Jones type one, where about the society, and is it National Treasure? Is that the movie? Have you seen that?
I think that is the name of the movie. Asking me about a Nicolas Cage movie was probably something I couldn't help you with, but yeah, I think I do remember that one.
Yeah, no, I think in that one they look for all of that stuff, and that's like what's that? Yeah, what's that? Is it the Masonic stuff? Is that what you're talking about? The Masons, the Freemasons, isn't it?
Right, the Freemasons and the Templars and all of that all mixed into one little group.
It's all very interesting. Aren't they lucky, Reggie? We don't have anything as exciting as that on our dollars, or any mysteries or anything, do we?
Well, yeah, no, we have just iconic Australians and
Yeah.
The odd bit of royalty.
It's a bit
Yeah,
boring
but you've
here.
got the queen.
We got the queen.
But you've got
Well,
the
that's
queen.
what I mean by the odd
and
bit
that,
of royalty.
And that was her 60th. You know, the 60th was just yesterday. Did you see her on the Thames?
No, I didn't.
On her royal barge?
What's she looking
I
like
didn't
these
see her on the
days?
Thames, though.
Oh, she looked very well. I mean, and it was very cold out and very windy, and I felt bad for her to have to be on that river barge, but it was an amazing sight to see all of those boats.
There you go.
With
Whether you're a royalist or not, I think that's definitely an achievement there. 60, was it? 60. It's amazing. 60 years.
That is pretty.
60 years.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Pretty
I don't
impressive.
think I'm even going to live that long, personally. Anyway, let's get off the subject of how long I'm going to live. Here's Justiciar Hablion, and here's a cutscene.
My friends, welcome to Shaemoor. This is the Eye of Janthir. It has the power to see inside a person and discern his or her map southeast. Once you have been cleansed, come back to retrieve the eye, and you can commence administering the test.
Oh, very cool. Don't you love how they kind of thread like real world stuff into the game? You know, there's little nods there because obviously they're talking about the eye in the very same way that you talk about it in the real world. It's very cool. All right, so how do we get up to that fountain, guys? Lead the way.
Well, I'm going to go this way. It may not be the right way, but I'm going to go this way.
Oh, you lead. I shall follow, as always, blindly
That's
following.
normal.
Must say, though, this area looks awesome. I love it. I love it, love it. In fact, speaking of things looking awesome, you know what? We've got another Guild Wars 2 beta weekend coming up. I think it's as of the filming this weekend, so I guess by the time this goes up live, it would have already happened. Reggie, you going to stick your nose in this time?
I'm actually not going to be able to because I'm actually going to be. I'm going to be away over the entire time that the open weekend's on.
Oh no! Oh dear! No Reggie in the beta this time. What about you, CB?
I'll certainly be playing for what I can.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Does that mean in
Yeah.
between League of Legends sessions? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm afraid that Guild Wars 2 probably trumps League of Legends.
Yeah, we'd hope so.
Oh, you'd hope
we would
so.
hope so.
Oh, phew.
Now, what are these things that we're fighting, by the way? Like, what's the story behind this area? I mean, where we are, the Divinity Coast, obviously a village area and all the rest of it. What's that? Like that Justiciar, we've actually come across him before, haven't we, in other storylines, or am I dreaming?
Most of the time, but I think we have come across him.
Well, his name sounds familiar.
We've either come... Well, we've
come across
probably either come
Justiciar
across
something
him...
or other.
Right, that's an order of those white mantles, so that's a title for them.
Oh, right. Okay.
So it could have been another character, I'm not sure, I can't remember.
Yeah, maybe.
Exactly.
Retrieve the Eye of Janthir from Justiciar Hablion in the upper... Okay, so do we have it then, do we? How did we... Did someone
Well,
pick it up?
it looks like we've been cleansed, so we've
Okay.
got to go back and get the eye now.
Oh, I see. Oops, going the
And
wrong
I'd
way.
say Reggie's probably the one who's going to end up carrying it around with her.
Whoa, I can't even
Of
get out of here. What
course.
is wrong with me? Oh, there we go. Couldn't get down. So, hang on, does that mean that she gets to look silly in that ridiculous carrying animation that we love about Guild Wars?
Well, no, not exactly. It's a different kind of connection to the object, so...
Oh, and can't you tell, Reggie, that he's trying not to give away the game there? No spoiler
Yeah,
alerts.
it's sounding cryptic.
I know. I'm wondering what on earth is going to happen. Getting a bit worried now.
Okay, well,
Well, it's not
I'll
a
have a
big-
chat to him and we'll find out.
All right, we're coming. Oh,
There we go.
what is going on? Deliver the eye to the coastal city of Loamhurst. Is it just me, or does it appear to be bouncing between us? And now it's on me?
It is, yeah.
Now, didn't it say something in the text when we were reading it before about how the eye determines what type of sort of magical bent you are or something like that? CB, explain to us, please. What is this eye doing? Why is it bouncing between the two of us?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not sure if it's because I've already done this mission that it's not attracted to me, or maybe I didn't touch the fountain or something, but it's definitely going to be between you two, and you have to, in this mission, look for other chosen individuals.
Oh, okay, all right. So normally speaking, I guess you're right. It's probably picked up the fact that you've already done the mission, I'd say. So normally, though, it would be bouncing between everyone in the party, would it?
I believe so.
Wow, that's very cool. I love the way that ArenaNet inject this sort of, there's always something different going on. There's always some weird, crazy mechanic going on. It's never just, hey, there's a fair share of them, of course, like any MMO, but every now and then it's not just your standard run here, grab this, collect, 3 pelts and all the rest of it. At least they always make an effort to have a really involving story. And you know what, that's one of the great things about Guild Wars. I was talking about this with a couple of my friends the other day, because they're saying, oh, what is Guild Wars like? I hear it's all instanced, the usual stuff that people say. And I say to them, look, take something like the best parts of a single player story game and mix that with being able to play it cooperatively or against your friends, and that's what Guild Wars is. It's like a hybrid between a really cool story-driven RPG and an MMO. And they're like, oh, I never thought of it in that way. What do you reckon, Reggie? Do you think that's a good description?
I'd say that's a fairly good description, yeah.
Because, a lot of people compare it to a big, huge open-world MMO, and in doing so, it doesn't come off so well, because you think, oh, well, hang on, it's, again, instanced areas and, a lot of the sort of things that are big and wide and open and unending about an MMO, this doesn't have. But then it all depends how you look at things, because CB, I don't know if you remember, but back when Guild Wars was released, the whole point of Guild Wars and the structure of its gaming systems, I guess you might say, was to counter the whole, spawn camping and endless grind and all of those sort of tropes that actually plague MMOs, generally speaking. This was made so you could hop in and hop out if you wanted to, if you don't have much time, and you'd never have to fight for enemies with other players and all of those sort of things. CB, have you played a lot of other MMOs?
Actually, this is probably my first MMO.
Oh, okay. All right. So we can't really...
So I don't have a lot of experience with them.
Yeah, that's okay. Reggie, oh, look at that. What's that? Etton's Pauldron. Hang on, wait a minute. I may, I'm not saying I do, I may have sort of full bags. Maybe.
Of course you do.
My inventory is full. Oh dear. Hang on. Let me get this. I'm just going to drop some stuff. Here we go. Shush you. Shush. I'm an anti-litter. That's what I am. See, I don't want to run through these worlds and leave things behind. So that's why I have full bags, because I'm always picking up after myself. Boy, I'm really stretching it there, aren't I? Dear, oh dear. Now, hopefully at the top of this bridge...
I believe no one's going to actually believe you on that one.
Yeah, quite possibly. Hopefully we've got ourselves a nice view up the top here with our scrackly all-seeing eye over the top. Look at that. Whoa, that looks cool. The terraces over there. Oh, boy. I love this game so much. It looks awesome. I absolutely love it.
And mind you, there are people just at the end of this bridge calling out for help, but you're ignoring them while you just admire the view, aren't you?
You've got to...
People suffer.
Yeah, okay, maybe. Oh, there's another. Hey, that's 2 purples in a row. Dear, Dilly, look at that. Lady Luck is on my side. Oh, now, CB. This here is obviously somebody, I'd say, who needs... Oh, hang on, I want that. Hey, did you pick that up, you cheat? You did, didn't you? I dropped it on the ground for 3 milliseconds.
You wouldn't have had room to pick it up because your bags are full, remember?
Listen to her, folks.
I'll carry it with you.
It's on the ground for 2 seconds and she grabs it. All right, so CB, this guy has a question. Is this someone
shopping
also who's going to be having something to do with this all-seeing eye, do you think?
Well, we've got one villager with us already who's joined us.
Right, yes, there she is.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's have a chat with this guy.
And the eye...
Yeah, does the eye pick them, does it?
Exactly. The eye will actually pick them if we get close enough, but they have to survive to get the bonus for the mission, so...
Oh, it's a survive thing.
Oh, look, yes,
it's
bonus.
Escort.
Find and escort all the chosen to Loamhurst. I see, right, so it's all making sense now. This is actually quite a cool little quest, isn't it? Like a cool little mission. You know what? We forget about missions quite often, folks, and I think it's easy to sort of overlook them when you're in an outpost, but you really are doing yourself a disservice because, we've said this time and time again with Guild Wars, just like any game, if you do something over and over and over again, no matter how good the game is, you're, ultimately going to get bored of it or get tired of it, and the key to good game playing, I guess, is to break things up, and missions are a great way of doing that because it's like, I guess... It's like running an instance in another game. It's like one of those little finite story missions where you've got a very specific task to do and it's all scripted and it just pulls you through. Now, do you know what? One thing I have noticed, and I haven't mentioned it at all, is this. Your flaming dog is flaming. Now, CB, I want to ask this of you. Some episodes, Reggie's doggy is on fire, and in other ones, it's not. Is that something we're doing, or is it random, or is it a bug, or what's going on?
To be honest with you, I don't think it's supposed to be random. I don't know if it's because of the way the processor. Do you have your post-process effects on or something like that?
Oh, could be. Is it always? What about on your screen, Reggie? Is it always flaming?
It's flaming at the moment, but it doesn't necessarily flame every time.
Yeah.
See, I just thought it was a random thing, or maybe an environmental. I'm not sure.
Oh, there you go, folks. If you know exactly what the story is, let us know in the comments below, because we'd love to know. Because we much prefer it when it's flaming, and if there's something we're doing that's preventing it from being on flames all the time, then maybe we should stop doing that. Now, by the way, speaking of stop doing things, you know what, Reggie? We've already hit half an hour. As always, time flies when you're having fun, especially when we're having fun in Guild Wars. Now, unless we want to get a whole bunch of people in trouble in their lunch hour, as usual, and blame you, I think we're going to have to take a pause in the mission and come back and attack it. Oh, look at that. Feathers. Got some crafting material there. Oh, that's very cool.
All mine.
Yeah, hang on. I'm just going to drop stuff, and I'm going to pick up these feathers so I can drop them so you can have them. Aren't I nice? Aren't I so nice?
Wow.
There you go. Of course, the truth is, folks, that, I just don't have room. Otherwise, I would have scoffed them myself. CB, we seem to be at a nice little village here with the windmill and all the rest of it. How far through the mission do you think we are?
Well, we are right on the edge of the swamp, so we're a little bit more than halfway, just running through the mission.
Oh, okay. That's probably a great place to take a break. What do you think, Reggie? We pause here and then we come back and attack part 2 of this Divinity Coast mission in our next week's episode. What do you reckon?
I think that could be a plan.
I think so too, because CB, coming up, we've got some challenging parts of the mission if we're wanting to do the bonus for this. I mean, from what I've heard you talk about this, and I can't remember the mission, by the way, but there's a little bit of thinking that has to go on in terms of protecting our villagers here for the bonus, yeah?
Well, there is one villager that we've already passed that's off on a side road, I think, that we would have to go back and grab.
Right. And in terms of the tactics, it's not just a matter of, grabbing these guys and making a blind run for the end, is it?
No, you definitely do have to protect them, especially in the swamp, because the water there, of course, is poisonous or diseased, so...
Oh, it's the hurty water, Reggie. More hurty water. Now, by the way, another thing we didn't notice...
As you have commented, you don't like protect missions.
No, I don't. And, well, this is everything, isn't it?
Yeah, I was laughing inside.
Yeah, escorting, the whole works. But mind you, this has made it lots of fun, so we don't mind. And we never paid attention. Look at that. We've got the celestial... What is it, a celestial tiger behind you today? No moo cow from you?
Yeah. No. Yeah, pulled out the tiger this time.
Oh, dear.
I'm still waiting for the rat.
And that, by the way, CB, tell us, just go on quickly before we wrap up. What is that fiery demon on your back there? What is that? Is that a hero? How does someone get that, and what is it?
Okay, well, this is actually an Asuran skill that you get when you're in the Eye of the North, and you get it from playing the Polymach game, which is an entirely thing that I don't think that you've probably ever seen it yet in the game. So you play it. It's a little side quest game that you play against different masters, and when you beat them, you get these different skills.
Whoa, that is very cool. Reggie, have you got one of them?
I don't. I want one though.
I know. Look at her. She's just staring at it. You're completely in La La Land now, aren't you? You're just looking at that going, I want it now. Am I right?
My precious.
My precious. There we go. Well, speaking of precious, we're precious out of time, so we're going to have to run away, guys. Thank you very much for joining us in this episode. Make sure you tune in next week where we do the second half of this mission. And of course, again, if you're playing along from home, you do want to be doing these missions, especially when you get to this point of the game like us, because as you mentioned, Reggie, a lot of the stuff in the game now is going to be delivered via missions more and less through questing, isn't it? I mean, that's how it sort of starts getting at this point in the game.
Yeah, I think so. You're actually taken through the storyline at it picks the pace up a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely does. So you definitely want to be doing this. And of course, if you want to find out what happens in the second half, make sure you tune in next week. Speaking of thanks, CBC, thank you very much for coming along. And let's face it, keeping us alive today. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Are you going to come and join us for our next second half?
Well, I'd certainly be happy to.
What do you reckon, Reggie? Should we have him along?
Oh, I think if he's happy to, then...
If my internet holds up.
Of that.
If your internet holds up, and yes, we've already had an internet issue tonight because of the crazy weather here. Hope you guys watching from home don't have crazy weather like we've got here in Melbourne at the moment. It's freezing cold and storms. Of course, we've got power flicking in and out, internet connections dropping left, right and centre. You name it, we've got it. But anyhow, we need to get out of here. Thank you very much, CB, and we do hope that we do see you next week. And of course, as always, our thanks to the wonderful Regina J. Lacerta and her flaming this week puppy. I wonder if he'll be flaming next week for us. Anyhow, we need to go. On behalf of myself, Sambo, Seraphis heals a lot, the greatest healer everywhere, period. It's us saying take care. Hope you're having a great week wherever in the world you are. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.